It's been really well, just being able to really grateful for, Riles to be able to get that position and just happy for him to be able to, move up. We're all excited for him. Coach Kleiman and the rest of the staff here is excited for him, but just spending more time with Coach Wells, that's my guy. I'm just happy to be around him more.
Is there anything he stressed with you that he wants to do differently heading into next season?
Not necessarily, we're just trying to continue to be the best versions of ourselves. I mean, we all have stuff we have to work on from every position group this offseason. So kind of just continuing to, iron out those kinks in spring ball and just trying to get 1% better each day.
Your first impressions of your new wide receivers that they've kind of brought into the program for you?
Yeah, I'm really excited for them. From JB, Tibbs, Caleb, JD. Got some young up-and-coming freshmen, and we got some guys still ready to come in this summer. But really excited for those guys and just ready to get out there and throw some live routes with them and see how they can compete against our defense.
Maybe you saw this in the weight room, but just the feeling of the momentum carried over from last year and the big bowl win to now, and then maybe looking ahead to Dublin, taking a little peek there. I mean, that's got to be a pretty exciting time for you.
Yeah, I think we all have Dublin kind of in the back of our mind, and right now just focusing on spring ball and then focusing on fall camp following that. But ultimately, our first game against Iowa State is still in the back of our mind, and that's what we're going to continue to work towards this offseason.
You're trying to learn new wide receivers. At the same time, I think you're down to, 10 actual on-field practices. Does that put more on you guys to work individually together?
For sure, and I mean, Coach Kleiman talks about it all the time. We have to be a player-led team, and it's going to, take some leadership from the receiver room, the running back room, and me in the quarterback room to, get guys together to work on whenever we don't have, as many scheduled practices this summer, so that we can get and throw some routes on air and stuff like that. And we're not just going through the motions out there. We got to have guys going full speed so that it can translate on the field Saturday nights.
How do you think you improved your body the most during the offseason?
Really just credit to the strength staff and nutrition staff, all the people on our staff around here. They gave me a plan and just, told me to go after it and chase it, and sat down with Coach True, and he showed me, kind of Jacob Parrish's his last, or 2 seasons ago to his last season, his off season, how he transformed his body, and, told me to, strive for something like that. So just trying to work my hardest in the weight room, out whenever we do our team runs and stuff like that, and keep my nutrition at the top of my priority list so that, I can sustain more hits this season and, be, harder to get down whenever I am, outside the pocket and doing some quarterback run stuff.
Do you think you could get to 24 miles per hour with enough work?
Yeah, I mean, that's what we're striving for now. I mean, when I first got here, nobody would even thought anybody would hit 23 miles per hour, and now we have 4 guys that have done it. So, I mean, why stop now? We got to continue to keep, dreaming, shooting for the stars, and working for that 24-mile-per-hour mark.
Avery, I wanted to ask about Jerron Bradley in particular, with the guy who didn't get to play last season. How has he sort of stepped into the wide receiver room?
Who was it?
Jerron Bradley.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's just came in and, leads by example. Him and Tibbs, always doing jugs or tennis balls, is, leaving a good first impression as soon as they got here. And, just continuing to watch him grow. And I think he's going to have a really good season whenever the fall rolls around.
Where are you the most different now from last year?
Really just my leadership abilities and, being able to command the whole team and step in front of guys like that, and continue to get guys to buy into, our goals and what we're really striving for. And, if anybody's not bought into this team and doesn't want what's in best interest of the team, then we just have to move forward without them.
That's everyone.